In my Sophia Loren video, I got a request to do an Elizabeth Taylor look. It was Elizabeth Owen that requested that. So today I'm going to do the best that I can with that. And as I did before, I'm going to recreate what I see. I tried to cover up the blonde bangs. She does have little spiky bangs, and because my hair is broken off in the front, I tried to make spiky bangs, and I also tried to make them darker, but it didn't work with the product that I was using. I was trying to do, she wears kind of a helmet head hairdo, tried to do that. This is what I came up with. So, with that said, let's begin. I'm going to begin with skin. And her skin looked pretty dewy to me. So I want to use a dewy primer. I have the Laura Mercier Radiance primer, so I'm going to begin with that, and then we'll go from there. I have a lot of hair. I'll have to move my hair out of my face. I'll fix it back for the final look. So I'm just going to apply that. She has some, I noticed she had some freckles. I have that going for me. All right, very nice. Now I'm going to do the Tom Ford Traceless Perfecting Foundation. And I have a damp beauty blender, so I'll get a nice sheer foundation. At the end of the video, I'll show you what my inspiration picture was. I'm pulling that up now so I can refer to it as I go. And my search for the picture was Elizabeth Taylor photos in her 50s. I don't know how old she was in these pictures, but that's what it gave me. And there were some, you know, the looks that she's known for in the pictures that I pulled up. All right, let's begin. I'm going to put an eyeshadow primer, and I want to use my Dolce & Gabanna Perfect Mono Eye color again. I'm using a Real Techniques brush today to apply this. I organized my workspace before I began, and now I can't find anything. This sweater I have on is an antique. I've had it for over 30 years, and it was old when I got it. I think it's from the 50s. The person that gave it to me had gained weight and couldn't fit in it anymore. Or she had gained weight. She wasn't fat. She just wasn't as stick skinny as she was when she wore it. And she was old enough to have worn it in the 50s. So Elizabeth Taylor has beautiful blueberry blue eyes. My eyes are blue, but they're not that blue. That's neither here nor there. So I'm going to use a blue. It looks like a lot like the blue she's wearing in this. It's making my eyes look green. This blue is Nautica, and it is a Makeup Geek color. She has it pulled out a little bit to the sides. Oh my goodness. There's got to be an easier way to do this. She has it brought in pretty far on the inside too, to the head of her brow. And then it just feathers up to the brow. And she has really dark brows, so that's going to be fun, right? I'm trying to decide what palette to use. Got it. I'm mixing two colors on my brow brush to create my brow color. I know I'm all over the place. That's right. Talk outside my window since I'm filming. She has a good bit of her brows covered up with hair, so I'm just going to be particular about the head of the brow. And the head of her brows are round. If I were being paid to play a role, I would have gone to the extreme of cutting and coloring my hair. But seeing as, well, and the fact that we can't get in to see a hairstylist now anyway. And the head of her brows are a little lighter than, and actually her brows go straight down on the outside. There's one brow. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Kind of round in the front. I wonder how close together hers are. She's got hers extended out there a bit too. So the color I'm using for my brows is Coal from the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadow palette. It's the artist palette. So not only am I wearing antique clothes, I'm using antique makeup. Alright, now we can go back to shadow again. Back to Nautica. I'm going to put it heavy on my lid and feather it up as I go. I really like blue. You may see me in blue again after this for a wearable look. Let me see how dark her lids are. Can't tell, her eyes are wide open, wide open. Her lids are a little bit hooded. That may be why she extended her dark up so high. For my, looks like she has blue liner on. She may have blue and black on. But I'm going to start with this. This is a limited edition pencil from MAC. It's Petrol Blue. Remember the checkered collection? It looks a lot like the Arabian Nights. I'm going to draw that on my lash line. She brought it all the way in. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she doesn't do her own makeup, right? I don't know. Who knows? Leave it in the comments if you know whether she did her own makeup or not. Or how often she did it. I'm sure she didn't do it herself every time we saw her in public. Or on, probably for movies she didn't do her own, right? Looks like she brought it underneath too. All the way around. And it looks like it's a little smudged with the shadow she used. I don't see any skin around her eyes. I think she's got her tight line, waterline, everything coated down. While the camera was cooling off, I went ahead and lined my other eye and put on my first coat of mascara. She looks like she has her nose contoured a little bit. Or she may not, but I'm going to contour mine so that it looks a little like hers. Make sure I don't go in with a dirty brush. I lost my picture completely. She's holding an Oscar. I wonder what she got it for. Yeah, I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit. Now I'm going to use some blush, or I'm gonna do lipstick. Let's powder. When you're in a fork in the road, you don't know which way to go, powder. She's got a little bit of shiny under one of her eyes. The eye that's showing. I'm sure it was the same on both. There. Let's do lips. I did the best I could do matching up the colors that she's wearing here. And her top lip is smaller than her bottom lip. Well, both of her lips are kind of small. This is the Christian Louboutin Pluminette. So I'm going to start with that color. And I'm going to start putting it here because I think her cheeks and her lips match. I'm de-emphasizing my lips. Wrong thing. Mascara, lipstick. And her blush is concentrated on the apples. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not through with the lip color yet. And I wanna do another coat of mascara right now. Okay, back to the lips. I have pulled out a lip palette from Urban Decay. It's the Vice palette. I'll put in, when I edit, I'll put what color of lip I'm using. Oh, here it is, Firebird. So her lips are more of this color and really glossy. She's got her eyeliner thicker on the inside than I do. So this is my look. I used a couple of pictures for reference. She did have her hair fixed like this in one of the pictures I saw, and a couple of pictures she had a lip similar to this in color. And I did this eye because she did do blue a lot. Thank you, Elizabeth, for requesting this look. I enjoyed making it for you. And if anybody else has a request, please leave it in the comments. One of you asked for how I wore my makeup in high school, and that was the 80s. And I'm going to focus on the year 1982, and that's coming up in a video real soon. Thank you again for watching, and please leave a comment so I know you are here. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow night at 7. Ta-ta.